He was 35 years old. He was a father, he was a husband, he was also a son and a brother and a friend to many. On the night of this incident, he was actually just traveling in the 1100 block of Cleveland to go pick up his niece. He traveled in that block and he was physically assaulted by gunfire, which resulted in his death. He was an innocent bystander. He didn't know anything about what was going to happen to him that night. He didn't have any enemies or anybody that he knew of that would commit this heinous act. Antoine Penn was the brother of two of my nephews. In my 27 years, I have pulled up on calls involving family members. He was not the only victim involved. It was also his wife, Courtney Duncan Penn. She was actually a survivor of this incident. She was also a mother, and this was a tremendous impact on the family on the night the incident occurred. When we leave home, we don't expect that we're not coming back. On the night that he passed, his brothers were in town actually to attend an event, and they were not expecting their brother not to come back home that night. They knew something had happened in the 1100 block of Cleveland Avenue. They were there on site when the police was there. What they did not know is this was their brother that had been involved in this shooting. And having to be there on the scene to tell them about that incident was a very hard situation for law enforcement. A lot of people in the community knew who Antoine Penn was. I've known him ever since he was a little boy. And when you walk up on a scene and they begin to name the victims, you're hoping, no, not this one. There was a lot of people that probably knew who committed this crime, but out of fear, sometimes people don't speak out. And we as police officers, we encourage people to speak out and not to be afraid of their communities. That's the only way we're going to stop gun violence in our community. You never know when it's going to hit your household, when it's going to affect your children, your husband, your wife. We're asking that everybody, when you know something and when you see something, say something, because it may be the last time that you actually get to do something that's going to help another person from being a victim of gun violence.